Hi, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is your friend Han here, and it is absolutely great to see you here tonight. And tonight I have something very, very exciting to share with you, and that is for membership. Now, if you step back, think about what all top marketers have in common, all right? So I like to stop top the producers, the successful people. You know what they have in common is a membership site and email list, right? So the light bulb kind of go off over there. So why membership site? Well, membership site give you the potential to have residual income. It takes you work a little bit in the front, and but then you kind of recoup the income month after month, right? And that's kind of what we all all entrepreneur kind of going after, is have the monthly residual income. So whether you're working or not, the money still comes in, right? And also membership site is great to build your own very own community, your own what they call tribes, and because when people inside your membership see other people with the same passion, same interest, and they're gonna be most likely to leave comments, communicating among themselves, really help you build your community, really gonna help you build your brand. So there's tons of benefit of set up the membership site, and everybody knows they need to have their very own membership site, right? Because you can profit from membership from years to come, right? So, but one of the most difficulty, including myself, is to actually set up the membership site. Now, if you are technical challenged, if you are just know a little bit about WordPress, if you know a little bit about how to upload domain, it's probably really going to take you 3 days to just kind of go in and study membership site, how to get everything from login page to protect the pages to all kinds of crazy stuff to set up, it's not a very easy task when you take technical challenge, right? So that's been one of my challenges as well. In fact, some of the script also keep breaking. You gotta constantly fix this as well. So that's another challenge that we have. So what if I tell you I have found somebody who's gonna be here teaching you not only how to set up a membership site, but also teach you how to sell it, how to run it, how to sniff out the profit of a membership site to set up, and how to flip it. Would you be interested? Also, what if inside this interview they're going to share the way, not only going to give you a membership software for absolutely a huge discount price, but also they're offering the free setup service. Would you be interested? Well, I hope all the answer is yes, right? Anyway, so ladies and gentlemen, please let me introduce Kim here, and she's going to be here to talk about how she got started with the internet marketing and why she focused on membership site, how she sells it, how she find profitable niches going after to set up the membership site, how she automated membership site. She has not touched the membership site for years, but the money still comes in. And last but not least is how to flip it. Okay, all right. She covered all kinds of topics, and at the end of this interview, Kim's going to introduce a brand new product of hers. Actually, it's not brand new; it's being used by many marketers already. But brand new offers at a very attractive discounted price. So, ladies and gentlemen, please let me introduce to you the Easy Membership Pro. Easy Membership Pro, as you can see over here, it's a online standalone platform that's you don't need to. Most of the membership script only work with the WordPress, but this one is actually standalone. You don't need to work. If you have WordPress website, it works too. Okay, all right. So, and it also will work with the WordPress site because they have additional WordPress plugin to kind of merge these two scripts together. Okay, all right. So you get both of the best world of both worlds. Now the WordPress environment and the non-WordPress environment. All right. I think the biggest benefit for getting this now is the price. They're regularly selling this at $150 a pop. Okay, at their website, and many people are still buying it every single day. Okay, all right. So for the next 7 days, here's the downside: is that it's very limited time offer. For the next 7 days, you can grab this for just $37. Okay, if you're getting it early enough. Okay, I'm gonna show you when to get there. Okay, $37, $150 product and get for $37. And they're gonna sell on a developer license as an OTO for an even more discount price. Okay, all right. So if you bought the front end offer and the OTO offer, let's just say it's a even less than the regular price for just the regular license. Okay. All right, so why do you need a developer license? Because it's very profitable to flip your membership site, so you need to have the developer license to flip it. Okay, all right, so it's super easy to install and it's super easy to run. It's one of the easiest membership script I have ever worked with, and I think you're gonna find out the same as well. And they got if you ever have problems set up the script, anything like that, they're gonna offering you a free installation service. That's incredible. I never heard that before. So they're gonna install the entire script just for you. Okay, all right. Isn't that crazy? That's pretty cool, right? Anyway, so they're gonna so there's a lot of great stuff about this. Okay, all right. Just kind of watch out my review tomorrow, and let's kind of come back to the interview here. Actually, we have 3 different people here. We got a Kim, we got a me, we got a Simon here, right? So Kim and Simon are going to share their incredible internet marketing story. Where Kim is just a nurse at at United Kingdom, and who doesn't know computer stuff at all, technical challenge, but she has to hire people to write this membership script and just kind of blow it up. And then now she's willing to offer this for very limited time again, for 7 days only at very, very discounted price. Okay, don't know what Simon kind of said to her, but it worked. Okay, so Simon's kind of helping her to launching this. So both of them are here to share what is the law about membership model, how do you sell it, some of them involve Facebook marketings, and one of them involve pipe smoking. Okay, you gotta watch it to find out. And now I know all of you love to have early bird price. Okay, right? So I have got that one for you on this one. Okay, so the regular launching time is at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, but you know what? It's actually going to be open at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So for 1 hour early, you're gonna grab at $37. Okay, the regular name is gonna be diamond sold up to $67. So get in early, grab at a discounted price. You'll be absolutely loving me about it. Okay, all right. So so that's that. Okay, remember the early bird time is at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And other people are gonna be going there when they're at 11, but you already grabbed the price at 37, right? At 10 a.m. So 1 hour early only, okay? All right, so guys, without further ado, let's all get very, very excited. Go watch this awesome interview. You're gonna learn a lot about membership site you wouldn't have to learn, and learn from the 2 top marketers here, and get your very own membership site set up as well, okay? All right, so without further ado, let's go watch this awesome interview. Please keep smiling, and I will be talking to you very, very soon. Cheers. Hi, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is your friend Han here, and it is absolutely great to see you here this afternoon. And today, I have 2 guests with us to teach us some great stuff about membership area, how to run membership site, why you should absolutely set one up for your own business. And once you set up, how do you run a profitable membership site? So they're going to share some insider secret here, and I don't think this topic is being discussed at all during my interview. So I'm very, very excited to share some of the insider secret with you. So be very, very exciting about that. And at the end of this interview, both Kim and Simon is going to introduce a brand new software of theirs, and that's going to really help you get your membership site set up instantly. Even you never set one up, if you're a newbie, especially if you're like Simon, hate technology, you can easily get that set up as well. So be very, very exciting about that as well. So before we get into this excitement here, let's kind of learn how they got started with internet marketing. Most importantly, what did they do exactly to achieve a level of success they have today with internet marketing? So Kim, why don't you kind of take over the mic first, kind of share your unique internet marketing story with us today.
Hello, Han. It's nice to meet you. Hi. Well, I actually started internet marketing back in 2002, so I've been at it a long time, really. I did the usual struggle like everybody else, sort of tried to find my niche and so on. For people that don't know me, I'm actually a registered nurse here in the UK, and I decided back in 2005, I think I was reading, I'm a big believer in PLI, that type of thing, and it just came to me that, as a registered nurse, I could put my knowledge to use on the internet, and what I decided to do was set up membership sites, with PLI, for people to use. for specific niches. In the health related market, there's a huge market out there for health related stuff, and that's what I did back in 2005. At the time, there wasn't really anything. I mean, we're talking years ago, really. In internet marketing years, yeah. And at the time, there was nothing really out there, to sort of like be able to build membership sites, that didn't need basically, I don't know, PhD or something, in internet stuff. And I'll be quite honest, I'm like Simon, I'm not a huge techie, really. I've always had other people to do the technical side for me. So what I did at the time, I hired somebody, a guy here in the UK called Anthony, to hand code my membership sites for me at the time in ASP, as it was then. And they absolutely took off, fantastically, and I did very, very well out of them. And at one point, I was running about 3 or 4, maybe 5 membership sites at the time. When they were bringing in a great deal of money at the time. So there was obviously, that niche was out there. That it was needed. But one of the things that I found, it came to me one day was, what? It's so difficult to use, these membership scripts out there at the time. Why don't we? Develop our own, and that's where Easy Member Pro came into being, and that's actually what we did. Anthony was he was the a coder, and we got together, and basically everything came out of my head, all the ideas how we wanted it to be, and I wanted it to be newbie specific. So people like me and Simon, anybody else, literally coming online would be able to use it, and that's really how Easy Member Pro started. And it went on from there.
Okay, so if you are, let's say, if you knowing what you knowing today, and if you had to give advice for someone who's just starting out internet marketing, hasn't really got the focus to know what direction to focus yet, what will be your top 3 advices to them from just the experience you have with the internet marketing so far, the success you have with the internet marketing so far?
Well, for a start, one of my pieces of advice, and my top one, believe it or not, would for somebody that's just starting online, is to get a mentor. I think it's really important. People like Simon and Richard, and people like John Thornhill, other people like that. It's really important, and yourself. It's really important, to sort of emulate, I think, the successes, that other people are making, because obviously, if folks are making, a good success of it, it's something you can follow, isn't it? That would be one of my top tips. Another one would be to focus, basically, on what you are doing. I think so many people, myself included, we sometimes tend to jump from one project to another. I'll be honest with you, that's been one of my faults in the past. And another one is is to basically get yourself a list. And I know people say, don't they, the money is in the list and so on. But to me, that's it's a truism, and if you can start building yourself a good, solid list, you've got people there that will, and to be trustworthy as well. To put yourself out there as being a trustworthy person. Would you agree with that?
Okay, great. Those are absolutely great tips. So Simon, let's kind of quickly, I know a lot of people already heard your story before, so let's kind of quickly went over how did you get started, and how did you achieve a level of success. Also, what would be your advice, 3 advices to a beginner internet marketer as well?
I got started out completely accidentally. I'll cut my story, condense it into the 45-second version. I made a hypnosis product, tried to sell it to the market on ClickBank. We sold 2 copies. Started making money by selling the private label rights to it on the Warrior Forum. But there's something in that. I went from private label rights to software and launching bigger and bigger software products, doing live events from that. One of the things to pick up on what Kim said is, as a piece of advice, is everybody knows something about something that's worth money to something else. So, for example, to use a great example, there's a British guru called Lee McIntyre. He was a teacher, and he started out by selling teaching resources on eBay, and went from that to launch his internet career now, and as an never mind a seven-figure marketer, an eight-figure marketer, for using that. And he had a mentor who's a good friend of Kim's called Tony Shepard.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So, to get a mentor, to find someone whose success you can emulate or even surpass is a great thing to do, because what a lot of people don't realize when they're working in internet marketing is there's no need to work alone. There's people who you can work with as mentors, there's groups you can join, and obviously the best thing to push your career forward, one thing I always say when everyone asking me for tips, is get yourself to a live event. If you have a look at people, their successes have come from live events.
In fact, that's how you two meet, right? If that's the
we certainly did.
Yes.
Yeah. I went to one of Simon's events last year and thoroughly enjoyed it. So when I'm a big believer in events, marketing events. I mean, I might add the content was absolutely solid in both. I went to the one this year as well a few weeks ago. But you know what? It's the networking, isn't it, Simon? Would you agree?
Yeah.
Absolutely spot on. You meet some fantastic people. And there's a lot of opportunities to be made in this type of thing. Definitely.
Yeah. One of the things that changed my internet marketing career was actually go to live event in the U.S. as well. So after that, you networking with people, you meet person. Most importantly, I think you meet people and you watch them. They're the real people that are actually successful at it. You get that pump, like I can do it too, and they don't look too smarter than I am, and I can do. You have that energy going, and you got that networking going, and you got that knowledge going. So. And the takeaway from here is if you guys can afford to go to any of the event, go for it, and at least go one or two of them a year, and the benefit is just unfolds itself many years after that. So anyway, so let's talk about membership area for a second, Kim, and let's say someone that don't even know what membership area is, don't even know the membership area model. Can you talk about, first of all, why membership yet is profitable? Why someone who has not started a membership yet should start a membership model, and all that great stuff. So why, and also why did you pick membership as your main focus with the internet marketing as well?
Well, I think everybody's got a membership site in them. They say, people often say everybody's got a book in them, don't they? Yeah, there's a book in everybody. Well, I think there's a membership site in everybody, and and I'm not a big believer. I'll be quite honest. When you're marketing online, you have to follow your passion, right? Because I think that's sometimes a little bit silly. I often think, it's where the money is as well. But you know what? There's nothing to stop you combining the two, is there?
Mm-hmm.
And as far as I'm concerned, membership sites, they don't have to make money. If you've got a hobby, if you've got a hobby, you can just sort of put a membership online. I mean, I even know of one chap who actually bought our membership software to keep tabs on his family, that were far flung, and they used it and obviously didn't cost them anything, but they were literally living all over the world, and they used to post, because they didn't want to use Facebook or anything like that, it wanted to be private, so they used to post like photos and all sorts of different family related things like that. So it can be used for anything, but but again, any topic can be topic for membership sites. And there is a great deal of money to be made out of them as well. I mean, I'm actually in the process. I've just set one up, which I'm going to be launching quite soon, but I'm waiting. It's all set up, but I'm waiting till after our launch next week. Mm-hmm. I'm also in the process of setting another one up, and I know. I mean, one of them is for newbie marketers. That's the one I've set up, but the other one is going to be health related, because that's my passion and that's my niche. There's literally, everybody can set a membership site up. There is no reason why. There's no excuse, really. Nobody can make an excuse to say, I can't do it, because everybody can. Would you agree with that, Simon?
Oh, God, yeah. I mean, if you think about it, all the stuff that is everyone's head. I mean, Michelle, my partner who does all the work, who's stood over there watching me, who does all the actual work on the marketing event, and you could set one up about counselling, you could set up acting classes on there, you could set up recipes, singing lesson ones. You know, there's 5, and that's just because you're Superwoman, though. But you know, there's so many things that people know about that, you know, you could, you know, it's going back to what people said, you know, rather than just writing an ebook on it, you know, where people used to say, you know, how to make money in tech marketing, find something you know about it, write about it. But, you know, you can drip that content, and people, you know, the things that people are really passionate about, you know, you could be watching this interview and be someone who's really good at gardening. Looking at ours, it's clearly not me, but, you know, you've got a gardening membership site, and, you know, Han might be an expert pipe smoker and have a pipe smoking website in there, or hairstyling, that would be yours, hairstyling.
I like how you give me examples. Pipe smoke. Do I look like a pipe smoker to you or something?
I think it's that because you're looking so dapper and Sherlockian in your jacket this evening.
All right, I'll start a pipe smoking membership just because you said it. So what I like about membership area is I think you can, instead of selling ebook, usually is just one-time offer, and you get that huge boost in the beginning. But with a membership model, you can have a residual income. Literally, you just sell it once, and you know, for whatever the month comes, as long as it's still with you, you get this residual income comes in, which is what everybody wants, right? And thirdly, it has this community kind of feeling that, you know, it's a membership area. It's other people share the same passion, is in the same group. So there's another kind of like a group mentality, the passion mentality once you have a membership here. And so if you just deliver an ebook, you kind of don't have that unless you have another like private group set up for those people. So there's a lot of benefit, and then you can, inside the member area, it's really easy for you to upsell other products, because you can set up resource areas, you can set up banner ads areas on the top. So every time when people come back to see the drip content, they're going to see those ads. Perhaps that's automatic sales machine for you as well. So I think, to me, those are a lot of great benefit to have your very own membership area.
I mean, if you've got 100 recipes in you, you know, you can spend 1 week writing your 100 recipes and drip those recipes, you know, 10 recipes a month. And whereas your book, you might only get $15 for your book, but you get $10 a month for your recipes. It's the same amount of recipes, but you get $120 as opposed to a $10.
And don't forget, of course, you know, you don't have to write all the content yourself. You know, I mean, when I was running my my membership sites, you know, a few years ago, I mean, I went offline, you know, for a couple of years, but that's obviously a different story entirely. It was for personal reasons. You know, I came back on, you know, 2 years ago. But I was actually literally employing 5 people. I mean, that's how big my membership sites were. I was literally employing 5 people at the time, you know, to help me run them, you know, to write the content, because, you know, I think people sort of get a bit worried about the work that might be involved. But, you know, as long as you schedule it, as long as you plan it out correctly, there's absolutely no reason why. And you know what? Once you've started, and I'm living proof of this. Once you've started, once you've built your first one, you know, you sort of take a deep breath and you start on the next one. You know, and the more money, if you like, the more income that, you know, you're making from each one, the more you can afford to outsource, you know, the content, good content. Does that make sense? You know, I mean, it's a win-win for everybody, really. And going back to your, you know, recipes sort of, you know, idea, you'll be getting Shell to do this. You do realise this, don't you? She'll have to start a membership site now. But you know, you're right, and you wouldn't have to write those recipes yourself, would you? You know, you could get somebody else to do it, upload it, and basically all you do is oversee the running of your membership site, and, you know, just basically bring the money in. I think it's a win-win. It's smashing. It's the best model, I think, membership sites that I've ever known. And can I just point out as well, you know, it doesn't always have to be a recurring income. You know, I mean, if you look at Easy Member Pro itself, I mean, obviously that's built on our, you know, that's how much we, you know, we sort of like, you know, we actually use it ourselves, our own membership software, to sell it. And how is it? Ours is a one, you know, product. You know, we just sell it. It's not a recurring thing. and that's what you can do. You know, you can sell. It's recurring, you know, income. It's single income. It's whatever you want it to be. It's you know, and your payment, you know, your prices. It can be anything you want really. And what I like about it as well for selling single products, I sell all my single products on my membership script, is because, for instance, you know, you can upload, you know, changes or anything to the membership area, you know, absolutely no problem. You know, you've got your integrated autoresponder. So if you know, if you want to let everybody know what's happening, you know, you've got everybody there just in one list, you know, so you don't have to worry about Aweber or anything like that. You know, you're just obviously using it, you know, emailing them from your own server. It's wonderful. I love it. Brilliant It's a brilliant concept.
And the thing is about doing a product launch. The thing is about doing a product launch or selling a product and having a membership site is you actually have an asset then. You have an asset that you can go out and sell rather than just a launch with a thank you page. You know, it's gone then, and it's so easy to share. We do all our software launches on there, and the great thing about that is when you've had your launches, you can take your membership site and you can flip it, you can sell it.
Yeah, I've done that. I've done that a few times, quite a few times. In fact, that's what I did with my health-related websites, you know, a few years ago. I just sold them as was, you know, and I made a lot of money. So two ways really. I'd made a lot of money from running them as a membership site. And then because they were obviously very successful at the time, I made a lot of money actually, you know, flipping them, and well, not so much flipping, you know, selling them on. Like I say, it's win-win, isn't it? Really.
Okay, all right. That's all. Thanks for sharing all that. But my next question to you is, how do you research a market that needs a membership area? Like, for example, how did you know what health needs to go into? How do you know in that specific niche it needs you know that a membership model is going to work very well? And secondly, once you figure out that, how do you actually sell it? And I think one of the biggest challenge people kind of afraid and step back from membership model is that, how the heck am I selling this? And can you maybe share some of your tips with us as well, Kim?
Right, well, okay, to be quite honest with you, right, a lot of times I get blinding ideas, you know. I can remember sitting in, I don't know actually if you know this one, Simon, last year I was sitting in his internet, you know, American seminar, and one of his speakers was on, and I just thought, wow, and he gave me this fantastic idea, you know, for a membership site. And then I thought, right, and by the time this speaker had finished, I'd actually bought a domain name, and I'd already, you know, sort of contacted one of my, one of my technical people to set it up, and I think by the end of the day, I'd got my membership software on this domain, and we'd already started. So, you know, but obviously in the meantime as well, you're researching it, and it was health related, and to be fair, I knew it would be, you know, profitable as well. But that's where I start, is with an idea, I'll be quite honest, or I'll read about something, you know, somebody's talked about, and then I'll do my own research, you know, looking at keywords, looking, you know, at searches and so on. I mean, I don't know about you, Simon, what would you say? How would you go about it, looking for
let's say, for example, Hans pipe smoking website. So I've got my internet up now. Go into Facebook right now and search pipe smokers on Facebook. Pipe smokers. There's a pipe smokers in groups. There's 2,424 members of pipe smokers there. There's 719 members of pipe smokers of Ireland. So you could really niche that down to Irish pipe smokers. And there's pipe smokers group there with 3,618 members. So there's quite a lot of people, you know, who are into that. So I go into those groups, find out what they're talking about, find out what they want to know more about. Maybe use one of the tools there to scrape the groups, and then run some adverts there for Hans pipe smoking group.
That's an awesome idea, actually.
Isn't it? Look at how he's really contemplating this.
I can see that he might be contemplating a rough shag later in his pipe.
I'm thinking about it. Now the next thing is to go look out for some pipe smoke PRs.
So anyway, Kim, like, do you have obviously Simon just gave us some great idea to the market research as well how to get that targeted audience to your membership area. In the past how did you drive traffic to let people know here's a membership area and ask them to join as well?
Right. Well, obviously, again, going back to my list, and that's one of the importances, isn't it, of having a list, and keeping in good contact with your list. And also as well, I've always used affiliates quite a lot as well. I've over the years I've built a really good affiliate network, with people, that are very, very well known affiliates. So I've done that, and also as well, using like platforms like JV Zoo, for instance, the Warrior Forum. I've used that in the past, and basically that's all I've ever needed to do, But having said that, I'm now looking at paid traffic, social media. I'm going to be looking at social media quite soon. To be honest, this is the sort of thing really at the moment that's not my strongest point. The social. This is where Simon comes in. This is his area of expertise, and that's one of the beauties, isn't it, of working with other people. If you've got little gaps in your knowledge, because the internet's ever changing, isn't it? Let's face it.
Absolutely.
And Simon and Richard and other people, where I'm sort of like thinking, I'm not quite sure about that aspect of marketing. That's where they come in. So I think together, we've sort of put together quite a decent traffic sort of stream, really. Would you agree with that, Simon?
Yeah, I mean, one of the things I like about Easy Member Pro is as soon as someone joins, they instantly become an affiliate. They get an affiliate link given to them. Now, if you're not in an internet marketing niche, if you're like back to Hans' pipe smoking site, those pipe smokers are instantly thinking, ooh, they're not thinking like internet marketers, they're thinking, oh, I'll share that with my mate Bob, but he likes pipe smoking, and I'm going to get some money if Bob's a member as well. So you get that viral effect. I mean, because people in the internet marketing niche, instantly becoming an affiliate is great, but to people in mainstream niches, they never automatically think of sharing an idea and getting paid for it, which I think is really, really nice, that you give people a chance to share something they're passionate about.
I mean, going back to social media, Simon, I was talking to Edmund Law earlier on today. He's an old friend of mine, and and I said, we've got this launch next week and so on. And he said, oh yeah, he said I've seen it on Facebook, so. Going again, obviously he's that's where he's seen it. He's seen it on Facebook, so where you've been sort of like promoting it, haven't you, on Facebook and that. So that's what he said. He said, I've seen it on Facebook. So I thought, wow, power of social media. You can't underestimate it, can you, really?
I think it's so easy now for things that you're passionate about with Facebook to get members into your site now. It's so easy. You're not having to look around forums. If you'd just asked me this 5 years ago when I first started out, where do I find traffic for my, I'd be looking at, big banner buys, forum marketing and things like that. But now with Facebook marketing, it's so easy to find people who are passionate about anything.
What do you think, Han? Would you agree with that?
Yes, I mean it's like what I think about membership here is like building your very own rental property. It's you're working hard at the beginning to get the people into the membership area, and the rest of them is just if you have if you have a good renter, you just sit back and collect the rent basically. And that kind of leads to my next question: is once you have a membership area set up, what are the key elements to make sure this membership area running smoothly? And making sure your members are extremely happy and stay with your membership area forever. That's what we're all hoping for. But for as long as you could keep them, possibly keep them.
Well, okay. The statistics for memberships, I believe, is about average of about 6 to 12 weeks, I think. And when I used to run my my membership sites, I had retention rates of up to a couple, 2-3 years. In fact, I had some people with me until I actually finished doing them. But I think one of the big important things when you're using when you're running a membership area is based on the KISS principle. Keep it simple, stupid, basically. And you know what? You've got to keep it as easy as possible. For people, and it's like, for instance, and it's got to be good quality as well. I've got to emphasise that anything that you put into your membership area, especially if it's a paid one, obviously, it's got to be very, very good quality. It's also got to be relevant and it's topical. And what would you think about anything else on top of that, Simon?
Well, I think that's the thing as well. I've recently bought a course that was delivered over 12 months through a membership site. I had a look at the first video. It was that good. I actually emailed the people to become a member for the 12 months. I wanted to take a 12-month package out because the content was that good. So I think if your initial content when someone joins is that good, that they're itching to get to the rest, then I think you're on a winner. I think it's the quality of the content.
Exactly. It's also as well accessibility, to your customers. I think that's really, really important as well. Sometimes I've belonged to some memberships, for instance, and I've maybe queried, something or other, and I've not got the person's not got back to me for about 2 or 3 days. Well, that's pretty unacceptable. I don't know if you would agree with that. Like with our help desk, for instance, we try to get back to our customers, especially if they've got a problem, which doesn't happen very often. Within normally it's within the hour or so, but we try to get back to them within at least 3 to 4 hours, maximum really. I think it's important that you keep in contact with your customers and you're also open to criticism, as long as it's healthy criticism. And if somebody doesn't like something, fair enough, let's or any of your members change it, I'll say, well, okay, then how can I make this better? I don't know if you'd agree with that.
Yeah, totally.
Okay, all right, so the next question is, how do you know what price to charge them? How do you know what price perhaps keep a longer retention rate, or how do you know it's better to have a trial period for 30 days and then kind of go back to the regular price? How do you price structure your membership area, not only make it profitable, but also make it more, it's long-term residual income?
Well, I think that can be tricky sometimes, and it's finding that correct price point, isn't it? I mean, one of the things I did when I bought Back Easy Member Pro a couple of years ago, was I looked at the competition basically, and I looked at what it was being sold for at the time, and to be honest with you, it was quite undervalued really. But I left it at that price because I wanted to make a lot of upgrades to it, and I deliberately didn't promote it at the time because obviously we were selling copies and so on, but I wanted to wait until, because I have an in-house programmer. We do sort of send out upgrades, roughly about every 6 to 8 weeks really. In fact, I think we're sending one out today, tonight actually. And so basically I looked at the price, and then I thought, right, okay, I'm going to leave it at that price. And then I looked at the competition, and then I started increasing the price slowly, until I felt we were at a sort of position where I thought, maybe we're going a little bit too. It's basically it's wait and see. It's how where do you draw it? Where do your sales start dropping off, and that's how I've always done it. Again, Simon, what would you say? Maybe that I'm just being a bit naive doing it that way.
I think if I set up a membership site, the thing I'd do to find out what the market, because I've got a membership product coming out with Richard later on in the year, is it's basically split testing it until you get it right and find out how it converts. And no one likes split testing. Split testing is boring, but people who split test make money.
I must admit, I was split testing at one point, doing that, and then I got a lot of complaints from people, you know, that had paid more than, you know, another person. So I was like, you know, it was a little bit, you know, I was a little bit stuck with that. So it's been a little bit of trial and error, but we are looking at a price increase. I mean, I've been advised, obviously, by experts as well, you know, about our price, and I've asked advice again from people, you know, that know what they're talking about. And after the launch, we will actually be looking at putting the price up as well. So that's something, you know, we are considering, we will be doing. Yeah. We're actually quite cheap compared, you know, to a lot of others, you know, comparable scripts.
Okay, cool. And the I guess the next difficulty. So for those who never set up membership area before, it's gonna be a typical script and anything in the market. If you're a beginner, if you don't have never set up membership area, you're gonna be looking at the thing probably like Simon's like, what the heck is going on here? It takes you hours to figure things out, but once you figure it out, it's all easy. You understand the concept. So you guys, you have just a awesome what should we call it, the software or script here that kind of solved that problem. Can you kind of give us a backstory about the Easy Member Pro software, and how did you come with this idea? Why did you decide to launch this at a discounted price here for a very limited time, of course?
Well, what we did was I bumped into Richard was talking to Kim and said, "Have you never thought of actually launching it? Because the software sells every day. If you go to the Easy Member Pro site today, it's $157." And Richard said, "Why don't you launch it just for 1 week?" So what we've done is we're going to make it even better than the offer price. So like over a 75% discount. But what we're going to do is we've got our team of ninjas ready, and they're going to install the software for anyone who wants it.
Oh wow! That's going to solve a lot of headache out for a lot of people. That's awesome. So
these guys are
standing by, aren't we, Simon?
experienced in installing the software. They just need the domain, the hosting details, and boom, it'll all be set up for them. So you know, even if you're an experienced marketer, you just want to spend your time gathering your content, you can give the domain name and all the hosting details to the ninjas there, put the ticket in, there's a form to fill in, you put all the details in, it comes through to them, boom, it's done for you. Because that's the one thing that I really think is, as well as all the amazing features the software's got, that just can't be done in WordPress, because WordPress is a blogging platform that's got some nice membership scripts done on there, but at the end of the day, you're limited to the initial functionality. It's basically a hack job on a blogging platform to make a membership site, whereas this is a standalone script with everything in it. You can build your web pages in it, so you don't even have the hassle of actually installing it.
Now, if I understand, this thing not only works standalone, but it also works with the WordPress as well, right? If you wish.
Yes, it does. We've got several plugins. There's the WordPress one that comes with the script. We've also got another one that has a forum. Yeah, you can integrate a forum. That's obviously just there for members. And I know there's a couple of others that Mike's working on as well at the moment. Oh, there's a pop-up. That's another plugin that people, if you go on to the Easy Member Pro site, you can see the pop-up in action. That's another plugin. And I've just actually sent an email out to all our members saying, right, we're looking for ideas for further plugins. Tell us what you want, and if it's feasible, you can have it basically. So. And we've had quite a few responses, and some of them have been really good ideas. And you know what? That's as far as I'm concerned, that's the best way to go about updating any type of script, any type of membership script or whatever. You basically ask the people, the members, what they want to see on that script. I don't know if you'd agree with that.
Absolutely.
And that's what we've done.
Okay, cool. All right, so let's talk about the offer itself a little bit here. I don't know. Before we go into there, I don't know. I forgot to mention this before the interview. Apologize for that. Is it possible we can take a sneak preview of how this membership script works, maybe at the back end, or any of you have that capability right now?
I'm not online actually with it at the moment. Simon?
We'll just let them watch a demo video after the interview then. I should.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, I can set you up with it so you can sort of put it into it, Han, if you wish.
Got a brand new demo video being made right now. We've got a Ninja video guy actually making a brand new demo video that we can send through to you probably tomorrow.
Okay. All right. Cool. So, guys, just stay tuned. And at the end of this interview, you're going to see a awesome demo for this. Just stay tuned for that. So let's kind of jump into the question about the offer itself. I think it's going to be Simon's turn now. And let's talk about the name of the product, time to launch, and who's going to be really benefit for getting this.
Well, it's for people. It's on Tuesday at 11 Eastern, and which is 4 o'clock UK time. We may even open up an hour early.
Okay.
It's going to be a dime sale starting at $47, going up to $67.
Okay.
So the earlier you get in, the better. And we've got some exclusive bonuses as well. So as we said, the script normally sells for $157 day in, day out. It sells for that. That's the discounted price. And also, the installation is normally extra $20 if you want to have it installed, but we're giving that as well. Also, on top of that, we've got some bonuses, which is Easy Member Pro Live, where Richard, as you know, my business partner and technical genius, is going to be doing a live interactive webinar where he's going to show you how to get the best out of it and also answer any questions live there. So it's going to be until you drop webinar. So everyone who's got questions can go on with Richard, and he's going to sit there and answer every single that and give some of the tips, because Richard's made his millions in membership sites, and there'll be a replay for that. There's going to be also Kim's manual on membership sites there, and everything that Kim's done in all 100,000 million years of running membership sites, all the pitfalls to do there, everything of that. Kim normally sells that for $37, but that's going to be there. And also a Kim's Newbie Network course, which is Kim can tell you more about the Newbie Network now, actually.
Yeah, it's the Newbie Network is something I've put together. This is the membership site I was just on about earlier, actually. It's newbie-network.com. And basically, one of the problems that a lot of people have, when they first come online, is basically they just don't know the basics. So what it is, it's a membership course and it's a one-time one as well. It's not it's not continuous payment. It's just a one-off one, and full of videos that take people from A to B, how to buy a domain name, how to set it up, how to use FileZilla, everything everything right from the very, very basics. So what we thought basically was, right, okay, we can sort of add this in as well, and it's giving people the tools, especially if they don't know what they're doing, it's helping give them all the tools that they need to get themselves started.
Cool. So is this OTO? Is this a part of the bonus?
This is a bonus.
Okay. All right. Awesome.
Yeah.
And another bonus as well on top of that, and that is obviously you've got your handspipesmoking.com. You've got all that. You're going to need some graphics for that. So we've got a big, huge Ultimate Marketing Graphics.
Blanc.
Well, where you've got PSDs, you've got videos, you've got PNGs, you've got loads and loads of things there, icons, certificates, and if you don't know how to edit your graphics, then that's all included in the Newbie Network anyway. So how to use tools to do that. So that's everything you're going to get as the front end. There are some optional upsells, but that's the front end. That's all that's included that we just mentioned.
Okay, great.
Now the upsell, one of the upsells is a bit controversial because Kim really didn't want to offer this, but Richard talked her into it. And that's something that's never been offered before, and that's developer rights to the script. Because obviously, you heard us talk earlier, you know,
Mhm.
about flipping sites. So the one way that I know Rich and I made quite a lot of money is flipping our membership sites. You know, we've sold some of them. I think we're up to $15,000. We sold one for, and it's a license there to be able to flip your sites and for to install EasyMember Pro for other people, and that's never been offered before. It is going to be offered after the launch, or is it 497? You're going to offer the
399 is thinking at the moment. 399. So, but yeah, it's something we've thought about in the past, but we've never actually got round to doing. You know, I've never sort of like really wanted to do it, but as Simon says, you know, Richard has convinced me it's going to be probably a good idea. So now I'm actually quite looking forward to doing that. You know, seeing people make a success of actually building their membership sites and then flipping them straight away. Should be good.
So is this developed license going to be offering during a launch, or is it going to be after launch?
It's been offered at a fantastically reduced price, which was always a bit, ooh, you know, when they sort of suggested it. But it's going to be it will be a lot more expensive. I don't know if you wanted to say what the price is going to be, Simon, but it will be a lot more expensive afterwards.
After the launch, it's going to be $399. During the launch, it's going to be $97, so it's like a 75% discount. And I'm going to throw in a couple of bonuses as well. The first bonus, obviously, is going to be a course on how to flip sites, because if you want to get into site flipping, you know, you're going to need a course for it. And the second bonus is something that we've a little bit special. Now, do you remember earlier I mentioned a British internet marketing guru called Lee McIntyre? What it is, it's a 2-day course he did in a hotel on how to really make money from membership sites. At the peak of his power, he had over 4,000 people paying $97 a month into a membership site. So it's a 2-day exposure of how to get your content, how to repurpose your content, basically everything you could ever want to know about how to make money with membership sites. It's one of the things that a course that I bought quite a while ago for $197. They're getting that as a bonus with the developer rights, and we're also going to give them private label rights to it as well, so they can resell it or use it as content for, you know, if they're doing an internet marketing course, or just go out there and sell it.
I'm actually looking forward to seeing that, Simon, to be quite honest with you.
It's a really, really good course. It's like 16 hours of content, and it's really good content. You know, everything how to produce CDs and DVDs on Kananki and sell them. It's a really, really course. I mean, it's a few years old now, but you know, good knowledge is still good knowledge, and it's still really relevant.
Definitely.
And
I mean, my membership. Sorry, go on. I was going to say my membership sites book. You know, I first wrote that back in 2007. You know, to go with with EasyMember Pro, and I've updated it every year. But you know, essentially, it's the same book because, as you've just said, good knowledge is knowledge, isn't it? You know, and it never fades really. And the principles behind having a membership site is the same really as it ever was. Sorry, that's my clocks in the background if you can hear them.
It's time to ask the next question. Now, do you have any other OTO after this one, Simon?
It's another course. Like I say, everything is included on the front end that someone needs to get started. The other OTO is 8 weeks of live advanced training. That's 8 weeks live. The customers will come along, they'll join the webinar, everything from how to drive traffic to the site, the ins and outs of the site, how to sell the site. It's 8 weeks of live training with Richard. I think he's going to be putting together a Facebook group as well where people can interact, share ideas as well, and that's 8 weeks of live training. That's a one-off cost, and I think off the top of my head that's $37, isn't it, Boss? $47, she says.
Okay.
We may dime sale that and start that at 37 now.
Okay. All right. So, now is that all the OTOs?
Yeah. There's an annual membership to Ham Fans Pipe Smoking membership site, but we'll talk more about our affiliate commission for that later.
This video is going to go so viral because of my pipe smoking skills.
Yeah. I'm still looking at that on a side tab in Facebook. You know, someone who's watching this interview is going to go straight out and register a pipe smoking membership site, because I just found a Facebook group with over 5,000 members. So, you know, there are membership sites in the silliest of niches.
Absolutely, absolutely. So I think I got pretty much all the questions I need to ask you here, but I got a last one that's probably going to be the toughest one, is that as people watch this interview, they understand the power of having a membership site. And if you study any top internet marketers, what do they all have in common? First out, they all have an email list. Secondly, they all have some kind of membership site. In fact, they probably have more than one. They have multiple membership sites. Well, there's the for reason. The light bulb you should come off is you get that residual income comes in every single month, right? And you can you know, structure to have other people, like Kim said here, to do the work for you, to come up with content. So it's almost like running a rental property in a way, you know. Secondly, they really want to get the script, because he really took the difficulty install a membership here. As probably one of the, I would say, the biggest difficulty problem people have is actually get a membership site set up, running, good to go. So all they need to do is put the content in there, get it running, kind of get a member in there, and they want to get this. They absolutely want to have this, but everybody have that, you know, little voice on the back here says, a limited voice on the back here says, tell them not to get it. Because either they have this, you know, free plugin does the membership area for them, or maybe perhaps they have other scripts out there. So my question to you, to Kim and Simon here is, what makes this you know, script, what makes this platform so unique they should absolutely grab at launching time?
Well, for a start, it's easy to use. You know, that's the whole ethos behind the original idea of Easy Member. That's why it's called Easy Member Pro. Because I wanted it to be, as I said, I'm not a technical person. Even now, after all these years, I am not a technical person. I mean, I can read basic HTML and that's about it. And give me a piece of code, and it's like looking at a foreign language, to be quite honest. You know, I'm just not a technical person. I know my strengths and weaknesses, and I think that's something, you know, that we all really maybe need to acknowledge. So as I say, so it's very, very easy to use, and we even have it like, well, it's maybe not the correct terminology, but we even got an idiot's guide, you know, like on the admin homepage, which basically says, you know, right, okay, have you set your payment processor, and you can just click them off, you know, as you do it. Yeah, you know, I don't know of any other script that does that. Have you set your content? Have you done this? Have you done that? We make it as easy as we possibly can. And we've also, as I said earlier, we've also got a very, very functional help desk as well. I've got some wonderful people on the help desk, you know, and do you know what? We've actually made a lot of friends as well, you know, of our customers. I don't know if Simon or yourself have found that in the past, you know, so people, I mean, they sort of like our script so much, you know, that, you know, they'll sort of like, you know, friend us on Facebook or, you know, or whatever, and that's part of the thing, you know, that's part of the beauty of it. Going back to it, is it's so easy to use. I mean, Simon, you've had a go, haven't you? For playing with.
I mean, even if I can use it, Han knows my technical skills. That's why he's laughing. If I can use it, then any idiot can.
Yeah, well, and that's the whole thing. That was the whole idea behind it. And my one instruction, if you like, you know, when we very, very first built it, was it's got to be easy to use. And you know what? When we did launch it back in 2007, it took off absolutely instantly. I mean, we made a huge amount of money with it, you know, within hours, literally hours at the time. And it was obviously something that people wanted, you know, we fed a need at the time. And you know what? I think that need is still there, because people want something, especially when they're first coming online. They want something that is quite easy to use. They don't want to be bothered, you know, with HTML and code and you know, and other stuff. They just want to be able to get up there, you know, get it built, get in there, put the content in, get the process, you know, get the payment processes in, and literally have it ready to go. Again, I don't know if you'd agree with that, you know, or if you think I've missed anything.
Yeah. I mean, I think, personally, the secret of being a successful internet marketer is to be a manager, not a worker. because most of the things that are time consuming, you can outsource, you can find someone else to do. You know, you're an ideas guy. If you look at any of the gurus, they don't. I don't think Frank Kern sits there and installs his own membership scripts.
Mm-hmm.
And I was having I'm doing some name dropping here. I was having a glass of champagne with Alex Jeffries after the other event in the casino, and he knows about as much about WordPress as Han knows about pipe smoking.
Isn't that the truth? You
don't need to know stuff. You need to have your idea and act on it, because an entrepreneur will sit there, have their idea, get the team to action it, and move on to the next idea. Because if I have an idea, I'll get some people dealing with that while I come up with my next one. Because if it was just me, I'd have moved on to something else that would distract me.
Yeah, exactly. I'm exactly the same. Going back to what I was talking about, this membership site. That I thought about in your seminar last year. Do you know what? I outsourced every single part of it. When I look back, I didn't build any of it, and I outsourced the content, the building. I think I went to Namecheap and bought my own domain name, and that's all I did.
I can buy domain names.
I like the way he said it.
Well, today I was I'm getting a sales page ready for our next event, and I was saying to Richard, can you install something for me? Because I want to play with it. He's like, I'll do it for you. It's easier. And I felt like a 3-year-old, But at the end of the day, that's now done. Michelle can sit there and write the letter, and she says to me, I might as well ask the cat technical advice. We don't even have a cat.
I wonder if my husband would start writing sales letters for me. I just might ask him. I doubt it very much.
Right. So, guys, if you want to kind of take a sneak preview of this, just go to easymemberpro.com, and you're gonna see a lot of successful marketers left some great comments about it, and also you're gonna see some case studies as well on that site, and all that good stuff. So this thing's been around, and it's being used by a lot of successful marketers, and this is the opportunity to grab it. And you said it's a 7 days launch, right?
If they don't get it after 7 days, they're paying 157. As Kim adds more features, she's going to put the price up as well.
Okay.
How much we've said how much the developer rights are going to be. So basically, you can buy the script and the developer rights for less than just the script's going to cost.
My programmer's very upset about this, I've had to persuade him. Do you know what? He's done an awesome job. Now we've decided to do the developer's license. He's done an absolutely fantastic. That's one of the fantastic job, and that's one of the upgrades that he's doing tonight. Is sorting out this developer's license, because he wants to protect the developers as well. Obviously, he doesn't want to be selling, a membership site, the developer to somebody and then maybe asked for refunds or whatever. So we're putting safeguards into the license he's able to use, so that if he does get refunds or cons or whatever, then he can actually shut down that website. So yeah.
Okay, one question I kind of forgot to kind of oversee. With a front-end offer only, how many domain can they use this? Is it unlimited, or is it limited to maybe 501?
They're on personal domains.
Just unlimited personal domains, right?
Yeah. Yes.
All right, just want to make sure of that. And with the developer, that means could you install for your clients with that?
Yeah.
Right? Or you
Yeah.
can't?
And you can build as many as you want for clients. You can build them to flip. I mean, what we say at the moment, obviously, we don't say to anybody, you're not allowed to sell your site You know, but there's a difference, isn't there, between building a site and then selling it on a few months later or whatever. You know, I mean, I don't have a problem with that. But now with the developer's license, we're saying, look, you build whatever you want. And you know, I mean, obviously we do have safeguards. You know, obviously we've got some terms and conditions, like we don't expect them to, you know, change the admin, you know, panel or anything like that. It's got to, no, that type of thing's got to stay the same. But otherwise, they can do what they want, really. Yeah, build whatever they want.
Okay, great. So, all right. So, Kim and Simon, thank you so much for spending your time with us. And before we leave here today, do you have any maybe final words of wisdom you'd like to share? Maybe Ken, you want to start first?
Me? Yeah. Okay. I would definitely say to anybody, right? If you've got a membership site inside of you, and I'll tell you now that you probably will, right? Buy our software while Simon's selling it so cheap. And think about it. And you know, if you've got, and don't procrastinate. Get on with it. And if you can't do it yourself, I mean, as Simon said, we'll build it for you on your domain of choice. And if you can't think, you know, of any content, etc., you know, of your own, and don't forget, there's always PLR, good quality PLR as well. You can use, you know, get somebody else, outsource it. There's nothing wrong with outsourcing any of the work. And you can find some excellent gigs, for instance, on Fiverr, you know, that type of thing. So, yeah, that would be mine. Get on with it. Don't just sit on your hands. Get it up. You know,
Okay.
Get it up on your club.
All right. So, Simon, you have any words to say? And you always have something to say.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of people are going on at the moment with this thing with T-shirts. You know, use the same model as that, but have some money coming in every month. And so if you can find, you know, anything you can make a T-shirt of, you can make a membership site of. And go to handfanlovespipesmokers.com for anything else you need to.
I love your free advertising for me right now, and somebody's on Facebook has some hand fan smoking pipe now. So.
Oh, believe me, my next JV ads are there sorted.
Can I be an affiliate, please?
Someone will have registered that. By the time this goes live, someone will have registered handfanlovespipesmokers.com.
I say, darn, man, I gotta.
Smoking jacket. Did you have a nice birthday, by the way? It was Han's birthday.
Birthday, yes.
Did you have a nice birthday?
Happy belated birthday.
Thank you.
Happy birthday. Would you like Michelle to sing happy birthday to you?
Sure, I'll hear it. Is it going to be in Chinese?
Well, funnily enough.
You put her on the spot. All right, thank you guys. Thank you so much for your time with us. And for those who are still watching this, make sure you stay tuned, watching the awesome demo video that Simon have ready for you. And make sure you go grab this at launching time. You really is a very limited time offer and get that discounted price. Let me ask you one last question here. Is this a lifetime upgrade kind of thing, or? Oh,
well, at the moment we do just have a year's free upgrades.
Year free. Okay.
Yeah,
all right. Good. So I wanna get that cleared out of the way. So yeah, again, make sure you stay tuned, watch the demo video. Secondly, make sure you look out for my email tomorrow to get the exclusive review and bonuses, and early bird, maybe perhaps early bird notification as well. So you can grab this at the very 75% off the regular price, which is for a membership site like this. It's a great bargain. Trust me. I personally invested more than that for a membership script. So I'm very excited they're offering this to you. Again, Kim and Simon, I'm sure I'll be talking to you very soon and learn a lot more about membership stuff from you guys as well.
Thank you very much.
All right, thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right,
Welcome to the demo for Easy Member Pro, Even Easier Edition. Now, every smart and highly successful marketer knows that the real money, the true profitability in internet marketing, comes from recurring memberships. Membership sites are internet marketing gold mines. Easy Member Pro is the most solid, secure, and quality membership site script on the market, as well as being one of the easiest to use, and it's really stood the test of time. For the past 7 years, utilizing constant updates, EasyMember Pro has been delivering the most effective, functional, and professional membership sites on the web, giving astute internet marketers like you the easiest and most powerful profit-pulling ways of generating income from their online businesses. Now, we know that the biggest stumbling block that stops you from profiting with membership sites is they're a total pain to set up, and they require time and effort and practically a PhD in computer engineering just to get them going. So we've decided that we're going to obliterate all of the stress, effort, time, and technical know-how that's involved installing and setting up your membership site, giving you a complete setup and installation service. So that way you can be up and running right away with absolutely zero technical effort or know-how. And boom, you've got yourself a monthly money generator, all at one single click of a button. Now, this very special offer is coming to you for a very special price for a very limited time only. And I'm here to show you exactly how easy it's going to be for you to be up and running in absolutely no time at all. With this offer, we're going to be giving you the unlimited license edition, meaning you'll be able to install EasyMember Pro on as many of your sites as you wish. And you profit from each and every one of them. The sky is absolutely the limit. So with that being said, let's jump right in and check out some of EasyMember Pro's most awesome features. Okay, first, let's talk about the Easy Membership Management. With EasyMember Pro, you'll have the ability to easily manage every member from a simple to use interface. While EasyMember Pro handles the entire process of adding members from the sales that you and your affiliates make, you can also choose to do so manually. To do so, just go to the option under Members in your control panel that's right here. From there, choose which option that you'd like to use. For this demo, let me show you how easy it is to add members manually. We'll select Add Members and then see this screen right here. From there, we just fill in the information and choose whether or not to send a confirmed email. Assign them to a membership level, which I'll show you how you can set up easily in a moment. If we want to add any comments or change the type of the account information, we can do so here and here. But since we're done, we just click Add Member and voila, the new member is now added. Now we can select Manage Members to see a listing of all members or edit any other details. And if we want, we can also send an email to all members right from within EasyMember Pro. This is great if you want to send out updates or upsell them on a new level of your membership site. And finally, we can also choose to import and export all members. There's a lot of other features here, but for now, let's go ahead and let's move on. Next, let's talk about our dynamic affiliate program tools. When it comes to managing your affiliate program, most setups can be a complete pain, but not with EasyMember Pro. Our robust software allows you to manage and pay your affiliates with so much ease that even a 12-year-old could do it. With the click of a button, you can pay affiliates on demand, email affiliates to let them know about your latest product, and even export affiliates to upload later into different software if you wish. Now, here's one amazing thing about EasyMember Pro. Whenever you have new customers, immediately they get the opportunity to become affiliates with no extra hassle on your part. They'll be provided with their very own affiliate links, which can mean more members and more affiliates for you. But that's not all. You can also upload all promotional materials for your products for your affiliates to use. Let's face it, quite a few affiliates, they can be lazy. And now you can take all the excuses away and just let them press send to mail to their subscribers. To do this, just go to Promotional Tools and choose any of the options here, and then add your related promotional materials and graphics. Now let me introduce you to some simple and awesome content options. If you're like me, then you probably can't stand it when someone buys your product and downloads everything and then asks for a refund. Well, with EasyMember Pro, you don't have to worry about that happening any longer. You'll have rich content options that allows you to create a membership site that you can be proud of, and protection features that can keep digital thieves at bay. This is available to you with the folder protection option that you see right here. You can create separate pages for your members as well as directories also. In the content section is where you'll set up your membership levels, and it's a snap to do. Just go to members level and then click on add new. Put in the name and add your payment option that you'll do on another screen, and then you're done. Now, I know a lot of people like to use WordPress for their membership sites, but did you know that 30,000 sites get hacked every day with WordPress? But if you just got to have WordPress, then we've got you covered. We offer a WordPress plugin that you can use to connect to your Easy Member Pro membership site. Now you'll have the best of both worlds. Also, setting up your navigation menu is a snap. After you've added all the pages you want, just go to the page option here and you'll see a list of all of your pages. Next, just click on Change under the menu location option next to whatever page you want and decide where you want to show the menu, and it will automatically save it for you. Now, I want to mention one last thing here before we move on. You'll notice with your content options, you'll have the ability to upload videos and integrate them into pages, and also have access to a great WYSIWYG editor, or what you see is what you get editor. You can switch to HTML if you like and make your pages look great. This is difficult to do sometimes in WordPress. I can go on and on with tons of more ways to use this, but for now, let's go ahead and let's move on. So let me show you how to use tools and get reports in a snap. At any given time, if you want to know how your membership site is performing, then you'll love this option in Easy Member Pro. You can see login access to your site and also any transactions that may have occurred. Along with that, you can see the affiliate sales, the top affiliates, the member growth to the site, and also any refunds and revenue growth. These reports and tools are accessible at any moment that your heart desires to know your overall data. Next, let's take a look at our foolproof admin settings. Easy Member Pro has a ton of admin settings to make running your membership site a breeze. If you want to maximize your earnings, then automation and integration is key. And one way of doing that is by integrating all of the commercial autoresponders like Aweber, GetResponse, Constant Contact, and more. Doing this is easy. Just go to the Settings tab and then to the Email option and select Autoresponders. Put your name for your autoresponder in, the post URL, and the code. After you've filled out all the forms, just press Save Settings and you're done. But that's not all. You can easily customize the look of your membership site by using the template option. You can even customize the header graphic, footer graphic, and the background graphic. And to polish it off, select and tweak all of your website colors using the options here. Once you're done, just press Save Changes and you're good to go. Now, if you want to set up your own mail settings, Easy Member Pro allows you to do that as well. Just go to the Email tab again and select Email Settings. Select this option here and put in your mail server details. Now you're ready to send broadcast mail on your own terms. Easy Member Pro also integrates with multiple payment processors. You can select this by using the payment processor option here. From there, you can choose from 2Checkout, Payza, Authorize.net, ClickBank, JVZoo, and of course PayPal. Now, while there are a ton of other features under our Settings tab, as I'm already sure that you've seen, I've got to let you know about one more thing, and that's our coupon option. Did you know that some people won't even take you up on your offer without a coupon of some sort? By having a coupon code, you can increase the desirability of joining your site almost instantly. And you don't have to be a technical genius to get it done. It's as simple as going to Settings, then Payments, and then Coupons. Enter your coupon code, the date it expires, and the number of coupons you want to give away. After you're done, press Add Coupon Code and you're good to go. Next, let's talk about our easy backup and database management. Now that you've seen all the incredible heavy lifting that Easy Member Pro can do, you'll want to have some peace of mind knowing that all your precious work doesn't get lost, right? Not to worry, because we've got you covered there too. With just a few clicks of your mouse, you can easily optimize and back up all of your database immediately. And if you ever desire to restore a database or delete it, you can do that as well using the options here and here. Now, if I took all the time to tell you of all the incredible features of Easy Member Pro, like the ability to SEO your site, payment plan options, Google Analytics integration, and more, I'd probably spend about another 20 minutes at least outlining this incredible software and how it can help you with your online business goals. But you can see more of those details on this very page. Easy Member Pro has never been offered on a special offer before, but due to the immense collaboration of these three marketing powerhouses, It's been offered for a genuine bargain basement price, but this genuine one-time offer is for a very limited time only, and you will never have another opportunity to get this membership site powerhouse for this price ever again. Your time is already running out. So here's to your total online domination with your brand new membership sites. We wish you all the luck and success in the world. We're just as excited as you are about you finally achieving your desired regular recurring income online. And rest assured, Easy Member Pro will provide you with every useful feature you could ever need to succeed. And our team will be with you every single step of the way. So here's to your absolute recurring rip-roaring success. And we really look forward to hearing your success stories with Easy Member Pro.